Race number 8 on the program, and we've got a Class 3 over the 1650 here, the Llama Island Handicap, and Amazing 1 Plus is 2 for 2 course and distance. Conqueror is on the class drop, as is Helene Wisdom Star. We've got Hall of Champ going from the 1400 at Sha Tin back to the 1650 at the Valley. Goritis draws barrier number 10 yet again. Insured's a first starter in Hong Kong, was raced under the same name when trained by James Fanshawe. Won over the 1990 metres at Sandown in the UK. He's had 3 trials since arriving. We've got Ready Player 1 making his Hong Kong turf debut. Sacred Ibis back in trip, up in grade from a last start win. And Zone D Tom, 2 starts at the Valley for 2 minor prizes.
Pace in this race looks like it will be dominated from the get-go by Everyone's Delight for Alexi Bedell from the barrier number 7. Hall of Champ shouldn't be too far away. Paul from barrier 3. Looks a little tough for Ready Player 1 having his first look at the Valley.
Yeah, I just thought he might get a little bit lost here from his draw. Goritis should get a bit of cover. Helene Wisdom Star, like him, coming back up to 1650. Zone D won't be too far away. Sacred Ibis, I don't think will be able to make use of barrier number 1.
Back we go to IJC night, Tom, and 2 of the world's best riders here, Zach Purton and James McDonald. In the end, Amazing 1 Plus just went under behind Invincible Missile. Meaningful Star, he's had a trial since this race too.
He has some Meaningful Star, and that was in behind Romantic Warrior, who was second in that trial. He kept on okay in that effort. He's just gone off the boil a little bit in his last couple of runs. Meaningful Star, you can see him plugging away. 13 start maiden though, Paul, is an Amazing 1 Plus, but probably gets his opportunity again despite carrying top weight.
Yeah, look, he does. He's got Zach Purton sticking with him as well, so that's a positive for him.
We move on to Sacred Ibis, Paul. Now, this was Class 4 over the 1800, so he's back in trip and up in grade, but he has won twice in Class 3.
He has. The query I had with him, actually, barrier 1, I don't think it's ideal for him because he likes to get back. He might have to sort of go around the whole field there. Look, I thought it was a nice win, but I'm not sure if he can put 2 together.
Yeah, I'm not sure he can either. I've left him out. He's put on a little bit of body weight since then. Gate 1's probably not ideal, but when he got into the clear and was balanced up there, he stretched out nicely. But just a little tricky here, I feel, this time round.
And finally, Tom, Zone D. This is back at Sha Tin. Strong field, that's Navis 2, who made it back-to-back victories, who ends up winning this race.
He does. Look, and he's coming into this race with reasonable form behind Galaxy Emperor, Green Envy, Charizard, Fearless Fire, was again making ground. He's been consistent without winning, just a one-time winner from his 13 pool, but he's only missed the top 4 on 2 occasions.
Likes it here at Happy Valley. He's been placed twice from his 2 starts as well. Like he definitely goes in for me. I think he's one of the main dangers, and as you say, this is a particularly strong form race.
And for the 8th race, Paul, who's the on-top selection?
I'm going to go with Everyone's Delight because I think he can dictate in front here, this horse. He looks the only likely leader in the race, and if he's left alone, we know he can be a hard horse to get past. So he's on top, Zone D, with the lightweights, the danger. I like Helene Wisdom Star. He's down in grade and also up in distance here, down to a rating of 80 now. So he goes in there for 3rd, and Goritis, he's just going to need a little bit of luck from his draw, but if he does, he's been quite consistent recently. 3, 11, 4 and 6.
11, 1, 3 and 9. I think Zone D can get a long-awaited 3rd win on the board here for John Size and Joe Moreira. 2nd one, I should say, on the board. He's been consistent without winning, so he's on top ahead of Amazing 1 Plus. Everyone's Delight number 3. And there was a toss-up between Ready Player 1 and Goritis, both drawn tricky gates here, but Ready Player 1 was good first up, but didn't do too much second up. Comes to Happy Valley, where he has placed at a trial. So 11, 1, 3 and 9.
And the early punters agree with Tom because Zone D is the 2-to-1 favourite.